So this is what we're making. Now I do call it a flip and twist, just because it flips up and then inside it twists. Right? Hey, I thought it was a better name than some of the names I've seen out there. So I'm calling it a flip and twist.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of pieces, like I mentioned. So let's just go over the supplies here. So we have one piece all in the same color. I'm doing it all in the same color. 4 1/4 by 11. And then you want a 10" by 3 1/2. 8" by 3 1/2. Now that's if you're going to put as many layers as I've been doing. So, you know, I also have 2 pieces of designer paper, the same paper, so I can always flip one over on the inside if I want to. 3 3/4 by 5. There's 2 of those. And then there's 2 mats that I cut out that are 4 by 5 1/4. And I did a third one at 4 5 1/4. So that I can put the inside piece that is 3 3/4 by 5. Seeing as nobody's saying anything, I'm assuming you've all cut this out, so that's good.
Yep.
Excellent. And then 4 pieces of coordinating color that are 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. And then 4 basic white 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to take this really slow. And tell you how to score this. I'm not gonna jump ahead until we're all sort of on the same page. So this is your card base, the 4 1/4 by 11. So go ahead and score that in the middle at 5 1/2. And that's your card base, and you can put that aside. So I'm going to fold mine.
What are we scoring that at? Sorry, I missed it.
No, I'm just at the halfway mark, so at 5 1/2. So that'll be your card base. I'm just going to put that off to the side. And then I want you to take your and 1/2, your 10" by 3 1/2". That's the one we're going to do next. The 10" by 3 1/2". I'll take my little postie off of there. And you're going to score this at 2 1/2. 5", which is right in the middle of the 10". And then 7 1/2. Open it up, 7 1/2. You're making 4 even parts. Okay, so that was 2 1/2, 5, 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2. And then we can put that one aside. So everybody good?
Yep.
Everybody done?
Yep. No.
Oh, wait a minute, Angeline. All right, so on this piece, this is your 8" right, 8" by 3 1/2". On the 8" side up here, actually, let's do the easy part. Turn it over. So up here on our 3 1/2, we're going to score it at 1 3/4, which is right down the middle. So score it at 1 3/4 right down the middle. Then I'm going to turn this. And at 2 1/4, now a lot of people put a pencil mark here, but all I'm going to do is, instead of a pencil mark, I'm going to put a little bit of a burnishing score line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I put a little at the 2 1/4. I put a, you can't see it obviously on my camera, but there is a burnishing mark up on the top and the bottom. And I'm going to move it over at 5 3/4, and I'm going to do it again. Or if you prefer, you can put a tiny pencil mark on the top and the bottom, but I just find this faster. And you're not going to see this, so even if you went straight through, it's not that big a deal. But I will put a bit of a pencil mark here so you can see.
Was the second one?
Yeah, this is the piece that is 8 inches by 3.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, did everybody get that on the
Yeah.
8-inch piece?
Yes.
Are we all there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the mechanism of how that's going to work. So I don't know if you can see, I put a bit of a pencil line so you could see it right here.
Yep.
I'm going to score from this pencil line or the little burnishing fold that I put in to this one up here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to score from this one to this one. So I'm going to make an X in my score tool. I'm going to move this over a sec. So that's one way, and I'm going to turn it and go from one to the next. So you should have something, you can see this, that looks like that. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
See.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm going to erase my little pencil marks, not that they'll be seen, you won't really see them. Okay, has everybody done that part?
No.
Okay. No? Okay, well, wait a minute, Evangeline. Everyone else, you can get your designer paper out and some glue. So you have an option, whatever you want to do. I'm putting 2 of the same, but I could always do the opposite side, which might be kind of fun. Open up to that. Haven't decided yet. No, I think I'll just leave it. Leave it. That will do. So you can go ahead and put these 3 pieces together and glue them. That should be pretty straightforward. Go ahead and put the front panel on the front of your card base and then open it up and put the other one on the inside. And then the third one down here. Get all that together and then we can put the mechanism together. Now this, I could use some.
She loves you.
So-
Yeah.
She does, she does. So this is the 10-inch piece that has the 4 panels on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold each panel into like an accordion style. My bone folder and give it a little rub. So you have a M or a W. W would be good. And then go ahead and take your coordinating cardstock. Now, you don't have to put your white on if you have an idea of what you want to stamp. Like on my original one here, I decided to stamp off the edge, and you're going to decide to do that, then you might want to eliminate putting your white on at this stage and do it maybe later. And just put green. Cut mine way too long. Look at that. Silly girl. I didn't even read my own instructions.
Mine.
That's 3. All right. And once you have those pieces, you can go ahead and glue those onto your panel. I might wait because I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with the white yet. So I'm just going to put my white aside for now. But I can glue the green ones on.
Okay.
We're going to go to this piece here that we scored and made that little X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's my X going one way. I'm gonna fold down, give it a good burnish. Open it up, fold the X. Give that a good burnish. And then I'm gonna fold it in half on the center and give that a good burnish. And this always boggles my mind, so I have to think of a good way to tell you how to do this. It's not that hard, but I make it look hard, but it actually is not. It is not difficult. All right, here's one that's folded already. Why don't I do that? So it's easier if this is a mountain fold here. Let me just show you this way. Can you see? Eventually, this is what we want to end up with. Okay, we want to end up with a piece like this.
A house.
A house. Thank you. We want a house.
Okay, I got it.
So these two pieces are they're valley, if you know what I mean, or not valley, they're mountain folds. So they go up, and then the center goes down, and then it just closes like this. So I know it takes a bit of fussing with the cardstock, but I know you can do it. And
Oh, it worked.
did it work?
It worked.
In my brain, and I've done this a few times. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm just trying to think of what is an easy way to tell you how to do this. You know?
Mine don't meet.
Oh, it's okay if they don't meet quite. Mine don't either. There's like a little bit. So see mine at the bottom. Do they meet in the middle?
No.
Oh, okay. Then there's a scoring. How about everybody else? Does yours meet in the middle? Yeah. Okay, so it's just a scoring problem then.
There we go.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna finish, Evangeline, and then we'll go back to you and I'll help you out, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So once you have your piece, and don't ask me how I got it to fold like this. I'm having a brain moment. But anyway, once your piece is like this, you're gonna open up your card. And you want to center, you want the point to not quite touch your fold because you don't want it to bind when you close it. So just a smidge under your fold. Make sure that you have even space here between the left and the right white showing. I look like I maybe have 1/8 of an inch on both sides. And when you're happy and you close this and it's not binding, put some glue or some double-sided tape. I'm going to use double-sided tape. Or you can even do that first because it does kind of move. So I'm going to line this up again. I've got my tape on. I'm lining this up so that and then you're just going to close it. Give it a rub and then open it up, turn it around and and tape down the other side.
But you're just putting adhesive on the roof.
Correct. See, I need someone to give me language like that. So then when you open it, this is what it's gonna look like. So you can see how it's closing back into that house shape. Yeah. Okay, so here's our 4 panels that we did earlier. So just treat it like a book and close the left and right sides.
Okay.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna center this on our little mechanism, and I'm kind of watching up here to the left and right to see that you don't have to be dead center, but, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some glue in this bottom left portion and this top right portion. Like we're going to put some glue and then I'm going to open the panel. So only on the bottom left and the top right. You want to leave
Okay.
these spaces kitty corner. You want to keep them open. Okay. So I'll take some.
You
glue.
frozen on mine. Could you redo that?
Okay,
You
I'll
froze.
just-
Yeah.
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put
Bottom
glue
left,
on the bottom left
bottom left. Okay.
and the top right.
Okay.
It also looks a bit blurry today, or is it just me?
It's a little bit on mine.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I need a better
Well,
camera.
if you're a little blurry, what have you been drinking, eh?
Nothing tonight. I'm all out. Kate, do you have any? I could come on over.
No, I'm all out. I need to go to the booze shop.
I know.
And what's worse is I have a friend who works at the BC Liquor on Nordell.
Oh,
She doesn't give me any deals though.
well, that's too bad.
It's like, but she helps me pick out stuff if I don't know what to get.
Okay, once you've done, I'm just gonna give them, I did use glue, so I'm just gonna give it a minute to dry so that when I manipulate the fold, it's not gonna come apart on me. And you might have to finesse it a little bit. So I'm gonna close it and I'm just gonna help it lay flat the first time. And give it a good rub,
Rub-a-dub-dub.
rub-a-dub-dub. But that is essentially with card. Of course, we're gonna decorate it. I'll show you my original and I'll decorate mine later because that'll take me an hour to figure it out.
And it's so bad. After that big paper sale, it's like now I'm finding ones that I should have ordered.
Uh-oh. Isn't that the way it always goes?
Yeah. So I'll have to write them in my little wish list and
You
look for the
know,
next paper.
if
Huh?
if you have an account on my landing page of my website,
Yeah, they now have wish list.
they have a wish list. Yeah, you can just put it there so you don't forget.
Cool.
Which is how I
Yeah.
knew what I needed to order the last time that I ordered. Because those things were on my wish list already.
Okay. Did that work for everyone or
Yeah,
does anyone have questions? Okay. So Brenda, that was good. Marilyn, that
yeah,
was
it's
good?
cool.
Okay. So Evangeline, where are you? I'm gonna
I
stop for a second.
Can't get my fold out.